the goggle for the first 3 days. And then I went to the first pre-op. So the day after I had first check. The check was very fast, maybe 3 minutes total. I took the goggles, she looked my eyes, she tried to force me to read. My vision was terrible. I was seeing very blurry. I was not able to see. That's the truth. It was painful. It was extremely, I was in pain despite the pills, despite the drops. Yes. I was feeling extremely uncomfortable to look there, signing tabel there and all that. It was very bad, really. So I was extremely uncomfortable. Uh, they asked me if I'm happy with my vision results, although I was not seeing anything the next day. I was just having a full, terrible, painful, bloody. I was not able to see nothing the day after. 3 days after, I was wearing this goggle for 3 days. Here is the pictures. I went, it was Friday, I went in a 3-day post-op. Adding to that, there was these temporary lenses that were making it very uncomfortable. They did remove the lens. She said that I will feel more uncomfortable after they remove the lens. I was just feeling uncomfortable, period. Seeing, not much. So they removed the lens at day 5, I believe it was Monday. And this is where I drive myself home. So the post-op, the visit was totally of 7 minutes, including me waiting. They didn't do much. She just looked with microscope inside my eyes. Okay, very well. Blah, 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 goodbye. I did request some extra pill because I was in severe pain and I had used the pain pills they give me. And there was no question, how are you feeling, any complaints, nothing. The total visit was 7 minutes, I'm telling you. First post-op, second post-op. The third one was about 20 minutes because they were removing the lenses out. There's zero care. I don't feel like they even give a F about me, about my eyes, about how I feel, if I had any pain, nothing. They just wanted to have it done, just like that, So I was able to take these glasses on the J5. When they removed the lenses, the discomfort continued. The discomfort continued to the point that I was seeing double vision, blurry vision. I couldn't read on the computer. I was feeling very uncomfortable with light. I had these goggles that you would see this video that I record with. So the first week was blurry, double, uncomfortable with light, pain with light. Just nothing like great vision. I did not have that. The second week I started to slowly feel better, but the same symptoms. I was still taking steroids. So I gotta tell you that the steroids continued for 5 weeks, which keep me kind of buzzed and not sleeping. And the antibiotics stop after 2 or 3 weeks, I believe. I just didn't have much an appetite. I didn't sleep much. I was very out of line. And in the same period of time, I noticed that they charged me $700 for post-op appointment. That last 5 minutes, which disturbed me quite a lot because I was thinking, oh my goodness, you guys charge me that amount. You're gonna continue charging my card. There is a limit. I can't spend $700 for 5 minutes. That gotta be some kind of a joke. And when I addressed this matter, plus the fact that they did made me sign things while under sedation that makes me feel uncomfortable, plus the fact that during the post-op they didn't care much about my health whatsoever. Nobody asked me how I feel, if I had a complaint. It seems like they didn't completely give a f about me. um I don't know, I received so many. I am even feeling sick to remember this because I was completely not feeling well with myself, with my recovery on one side, and on the second side, these people send me so much emails. I haven't read them all to nowadays. I'm sadly honest with you. I just request them to give me a referral to another doctor that is closer to me. And I said I address those things that make me feel uncomfortable, and I ask if they're gonna charge me every time for post-op and so on. And at the same time, I talked to another eye surgeon, and I discovered that normally they have a different charging system whatsoever, and that these people slightly overcharge me. Let's say that. Um, so the pre-op was overcharged, the post-op was overcharged. um I just didn't understand. If you can overcharge me, fine, just give me supreme service, which you didn't. So I said to them that I don't want to go to 1 month appointment with them, and that these things makes. I just sent one email asking questions, to which, instead of answering my questions, they told me that they would have been addressed in pre-op. And when I said they haven't been addressed in pre-op, um anyway, I was treated very poorly. After that, it was bad. I was treated so poorly that I didn't even want to go to this office anymore. I didn't want to talk to no one. I just want them to leave me alone. And I said to them, you know what? The questions were about the payment, and I asked if they're gonna keep charging me $700 for every post-op visit, and this and this and that. They did not answer me to those questions. Instead of that, they start telling me that they start gaslighting me, that somebody been answering this question. And I said, no, nobody answered them. And if they were answered, I would not ask you right now. Can you please address it? They refuse addressing it. I said, I don't want to visit you guys. I don't want to come to your checks. I don't feel you care about me. They sent me about 15 emails with my eyes not working, with me trying to recover, with me telling them that I have a double vision, that I cannot just type this for them, and that I don't want to receive so much emails. So I'm just asking them to release my paperwork and refer me to another doctor. They refuse to refer me to another doctor. And then and then they harassed me. They sent me so much emails. It was this terror, these long emails. And I'm like, I'm not even able to read that, guys. You do, it was bad. Too much communication is bad, guys. Little communication on time. Once I sent this email, you should have simply responded as answering my questions on the point. There were 3 questions there, without this drama, without telling me we're not gonna answer you now because somebody done it in the past. So I just remember this one of those bad comments on Google saying that they're not responsive, and I was just thinking, yes, they send me so much emails, but it took them like 10 days to respond to those questions. Simple questions about the payments. And me telling them openly that I don't have the money to afford to go to their post-op because it's too much, $700. And I already find another doctor that said the post-op usually they charge $100 maximum. So one visit 700 and another doctor charge for the same visit 100. You understand? It's kind of uncomfortable. Although they give me this very, very bad feeling after surgery of just terrible feeling. I would not recommend anyone to have that amount of emails when they're recovering after surgery. It's just because at the time I didn't have the phone too, and it was bad, really bad. And no, it has nothing to do with money. They asked me to sign some paperwork, so they wanted to reimburse me some money. I didn't ask you to reimburse me. I just asked you some questions about the payment, guys. Uh, and then suddenly after 2 weeks, they decide to be concerned about my vision. And I told them that I'm gonna sue them for harassment if they don't stop these emails. I received 3, 4, 5 emails every day from this office from different people in the office. That was bad, very bad, very, very bad. So finally, when I tell them that I'm gonna sue them for harassment, they stop this. You see, I'm frustrated to even remember because I was not feeling well and I was having this doctor's office that was trying to force me to read some emails that I haven't read now after 2 months because of how terrible I feel uh, about them in general. It was just bad. It was just bad. So that was my experience with PRK, with this office. I don't think it's a bad doctor, no. I don't think he's a pleasant person, no. I would not go myself again there, no. But I don't think that he's a bad surgeon. It's just that for me personally, this rating that is on Google 4.9 is fake. The real, I think real, it's 3. I would give them 2 to 3 stars. Extremely good reception on the welcoming part. But then after you choose them, it's bad. This is my experience. I don't know. Um, I don't know my eyes yet. I'm gonna go to. I have to find a specialist and go and see what they're gonna tell me. I said that. Yeah, that's about it. Thank you and bye bye.